It's 4:40 in the morning. I just finished getting ready for my next 4-day that I have. Sorry, 4-day, 2-day. I have 4 days of flying in a row right now still. I'm whispering because everyone else is sleeping. So day 1 of 2 on my 3rd trip this week. I am just packing food because the other day after all those delays and a really long day, I realized I did not have enough food and I was just like snacking all day on like anything I could get my hands on. So I packed a little bit more food this time. I'm just gonna pack my lunchbox up real quick and then roll out the door and get on the train and get to the airport. The train was incredibly packed. I think I feel like I got a seat this morning because I had to stand the other morning. I just got to the airport and I'm walking on the jet bridge right now to the airplane. We are on an Airbus today. Again, apparently I've just been picking up every Airbus trip out there. And I'm position 3. 3 is my least favorite to fly, but my crew is pretty senior, so. And there's my jump seat. Again, with the people. So I was just looking at my crew list and their seniority is like twice mine. I picked this trip up from somebody and it's a 12-hour 2-day and an efficient 12-hour 2-day because we only have 2 legs today. We are going Chicago to Philly and then Philly to San Francisco, laying over for 15 hours, and then tomorrow we just work San Francisco directly back to Chicago. So only 3 legs for the 12 hours, which is very tolerable for me. I will take that. I feel like a trip like this I wouldn't normally hold on my schedule. We just worked Philly to San Francisco and it was a 5-hour and like something minute flight, and let me tell you, it felt like light years. I remember looking at my clock and it had been 2 hours and I was like, oh my god, we still have 3 hours left. I met a really nice crew on the van ride over. They flew for Thomas Cook, which I guess is like a charter airline based out of Manchester was where they were from. Really nice, but they're here for like 3 days. I was like, oh, 3 days in San Francisco must be freaking nice. Nothing too fancy of a view, but also it's right by the water. So I'm thinking about changing and then going for a little walk in this area. I was really debating on if I wanted to take the BART, which is San Francisco's public transportation downtown. For the amount of times I've already been to San Francisco, even though I love it and I would love to go downtown, it just is gonna be like not too expensive because it's like only 20 bucks, but maybe a waste of money just considering it's already like 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I'd have to go to the airport first and then catch the BART from there. So then you want to explore this little area that we're in, and there's a free trolley that they said we could ride around, so I'm gonna try to catch that maybe. Right, I'm all changed and I forgot a jacket again. I don't know why, but this is the second time this week that I forgot a jacket. Like, get your stuff together, Noelle. Super funny thing also, I was walking off the plane and headed with my crew to our van pickup, and I ran into one of my sister's best friends from high school who lives out here in San Francisco, and I guess she was going out on the plane. She's not a flight attendant or anything, but she was going out on the plane that we had just brought in to go visit some friends in Austin, and it was just like crazy. It was the first time I've actually run into anybody I knew like at the airport that was like not from industry that I knew from like growing up. It was kind of funny. I was like, is this real life? Am I seeing you? Like, I know you live out here, but like also what are the odds? So nixing any plan I had before, I decided to say screw it because I have not had a fun layover in so long. So I just ordered my Uber and it's still deciding which one I'm gonna ride in. But I'm going to go visit a little destination that I saw on Instagram a couple weeks back, and it's relatively close to where I am, so let's do this. Hi. Good, how are you doing? so windy. This is so cute. There's this little town over there on the hill, and there's just like a ton of fog rolling in. I'm getting total Bay Area vibes from it. There's a ton of people surfing out here, which I don't understand how they're not like freezing their butts off terribly because it's really cold out. So windy here. I have sand in my eyes and in my shoes. So I just got back to my hotel room and I am still super chilled from being on the beach. It was so windy over there. But I just want to say, I know that Taco Bell is not the most glamorous thing to do on a layover. That is correct. But my point of why I was so excited to go to that Taco Bell was because I saw on Facebook last week an article that was writing about that specific location, saying that it was like a cantina one and it was on the water. And to me that was so exciting. And so the fact that this job allows me to do something like that, so random, a Taco Bell, but I saw it and I wanted to go. And I got to go. It is super exciting to me. Plus I'm a huge Taco Bell fanatic. So that alone was like the highlight of it. I had 3 layovers this week so far, and 2 of them were incredibly boring. I just stayed in the hotel room. But today I could have stayed in the hotel room and I decided to venture out, which is a task in and of itself to decide to go out and adventure after spending like 10 hours in an airplane. But that's the best part of this job. With that being said, it is now 7 p.m. and I'm going to shower. We have pickup tomorrow morning at 6:15, and then we just work directly San Francisco to Chicago tomorrow morning. And I'm on a 7:3, which I am super pumped about because it's my baby and I miss it. It is 6:10 a.m. I have to be downstairs at 6:15 for pickup, and flight time is blocked at 4 hours and 27 minutes. So it's just one leg home. This is just day 4 of 6 days of flying in a row. Good morning. Looking rough today because I have a sign-in at 6:25 a.m. and I live in the city and commute on the train. There are train delays because there's shutdown between 2 of the systems, so we have to take a train, a bus, and then a train, so there's just train right in. I'm gonna go pack my lunch for my 2-day trip and then head to the airport and then get ready at the airport, just because I don't want to cut it close with the train and my sign-in time, because it was like a heck of a commute a couple days ago when I did it. It's a high time 2-day trip, so we're packing in a lot of hours in a short amount of time. It's worth 13 hours scheduled. Just walked into my hotel room. It's been a very long day. I feel like I have had 0 moments to just sit and like think and thought process anything. It's been such a busy day. 2 beds. I just think these rooms are super cute. And oh, I do have a rooftop view. That's too funny. When we were walking past the roof, one of the ladies on my crew was like, oh, they can just like walk up to your room. That's weird. And I was like, no, I don't think the roof goes that far. And then I was looking outside and I'm like, oh, it does actually. There's literally like someone could walk up to my room. I had a super long day today. We started off in Chicago, went to Fort Myers to Dallas to Orlando. So we just kind of hopped around Florida a little bit. I was working first class, so I was on my feet like all day. Our duty time was 11 hours and 21 minutes, so I pretty much, besides sitting down for takeoff and landing, have been on my feet like 95% of that time, so my feet are absolutely killing me. And we have a really short layover. It's 10 hours and 37 minutes, so I honestly am probably just gonna sleep because I am super exhausted. But tomorrow we just have 2 legs, and then we're going home, and then I am off on the last day. So this is day 5 of 6 in a row of flying. I had 8 days of flying, but it was over the course of 9 days, so I had 1 day off before a whole stretch of 6 days in a row. I'm off Monday though, because I have to have a 24-hour rest period at home where I'm not working, where I'm not in an airport, where I'm not flying for 24 hours. I guess technically I could be at an airport flying somewhere like on my own time, but I cannot be working, except I am thinking about maybe picking up a trip on Monday if there is a sign-in that works with my legalities. But basically I'm just gonna stick my food in the fridge and go to sleep. Our pickup is at 5:15, so I'm going to probably wake up around 4:15, and then we work we work Miami, no, I'm all mixed up, clearly very tired. We work Orlando, Miami, sit for a couple hours, and then Miami, Chicago, and then we're done. All right, it's about 5 a.m. I'm gonna pack my lunchbox and then go downstairs for pickup. I was just thinking when I was putting on my tights today, I'll put this stuff on really quick too. I just have this like bin of tights back home, and I have so many of them, so I was thinking maybe when I get home today, along with all the million things I have to get done, I'm like, maybe I'll go through that bin and try some on, because I feel like sometimes I'll wear a pair of tights and they'll rip, and when I get home I'll just take them off and wash them, and then I never throw them away. I don't know if it's just me that does this or if it's every flight attendant that does this, but wearing tights to work is actually a major struggle. Like, I just accumulate so many, and I also have so many that are just wrecked. Just finished like a 2-hour sit time in Miami. I just got on the plane and no one else from my crew is here. It's just me so far. Flight time is 2:42. We are oversold, so boarding hopefully won't be too stressful. Next time on the daily departure, I am on call from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., which is what we call RAPC. So the thing with reserve is they can kind of do whatever they want with you and send you on a trip. So I'm going to be working a Cancun turn. They literally went through everyone. I'm getting used tomorrow.